welcome to Chill Team, episode 11. I kind of feel like we didn't actually make a big deal out of the fact that we hit double digits last week, but episode 11, we are here, and my name is Joe. If you are new here, this is a Kill Team Battle Report podcast. I'm aware that might sound weird, but it works, I think, and a lot of other people think so too. So thanks for checking us out. Before we get into it, don't forget, if you're listening to this on YouTube, it's also available on whatever podcasting app you prefer. Just search for Chill Team and it should come up. In fact, we've had some issues with YouTube the last few episodes, but what I do think you should do is go and subscribe to the Chill Team podcast feed on whatever app you use, because that way you'll definitely never miss one. We are a podcast after all. And if you use the Apple Podcast app and you could leave us a 5-star rating and review, that would really help us out. You can follow us at Chill Team Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and you can join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Chill Team Pod. That's the self-promotion out the way. Now some actual quick bits of news and things like that. Just some plans going forward first. The campaign is not over, but with the fact that we were making it pretty narrative, we put ourselves in a bit of a corner. And unfortunately, Toby has been away with work for around a month now, and we've exhausted all our other options to stall until he gets back before his Gene Stealers take on Reese's Raven Guard. So we've just decided to put it on pause for a second. It will get finished probably after Christmas. We have around 3 games left of it before we declare a winner, which we did say it would be a short campaign. It was just so we could use some of the mechanics for the first time. So if you're wondering where the campaign has gone, that's where it will be back. It's not over. And it will be back, as well as some larger scale campaign plans for 2019. In other news, next week's episode is not going to be a battle report. We announced that we would do a rules FAQ bonus episode a little while back, where we were taking questions on rules that you think that we're getting wrong, or rules that you see other people get wrong, or rules that you don't understand. Basically anything Kill Team rules based, we wanted to have a little mini discussion on. And we've had so many messages and comments and emails that we decided it probably warrants being its own entire episode. So we're going to do that next week, because in all honesty, it's actually getting a little bit harder to all get together to record a game now that we're getting closer to Christmas and everyone's super busy. So a conversational episode next week will probably be the easiest thing for us to do in order to keep a weekly upload rate. And with that, there's still time to submit your questions, things that you want us to talk about. As I say, just anything rules based about Kill Team. We're up for having a little chat about it. So you can tweet us, or you can write it in the Facebook group, you can DM us on Instagram, you can email us. Basically find a way, whatever way you prefer, to get your question to us. Just do that and we'll find it. With that out the way, let's get into the details of today's match. So we have the Astra Militarum meeting the Blood Angels for a sweep and clear mission on a Sector Imperialis kill zone. Sweep and clear is something that we've done on this podcast many times. It's effectively standard size kill zone, which is split into 4 corners. Each team deploys in a corner opposite to each other. You then set up 4 objective markers midway between the center of the battlefield and the middle of a battlefield edge, so that you get these 4 evenly placed objective markers around the board. And then to win, you either break the other team, which we obviously got wrong when we did Terror Tactics last week. However, we did consult the FAQ before playing this match, and with Sweep and Clear, you do still win, it seems, by breaking the other team. But aside from that, you score 3 victory points for each objective marker that you control at the end of the battle, and 1 victory point for each enemy model taken out of action by one of your model's attacks or psychic powers. And that is about it. For the kill zone itself, we used a lot of the starter terrain as well as some other ruins that we had. So basically, in the top left and right hand corners of the board were these like 2-tier ruins, and then down on the bottom long edge of the board, right in the middle of that, was the kind of big centerpiece ruin that you get in the starter set. And then around there, all the empty gaps around where the objectives are and things like that were all basically just covered with bits of piping, little barriers, and the other ruins that are included in the starter set. So all in all, there wasn't a lot of line of sight blocking really, other than the big 2-tier ruin from the starter set, which a lot of models can hide inside and get out of sight that way. For the scouting phase, the Astra Militarum set traps, but the Blood Angels correctly disabled them. For a more detailed aerial look at the kill zone and deployment zones, you can check out our Instagram, our Twitter, or our Facebook group, and you can see a little picture in there if you find that helps when you're listening. And the teams are as follows. For the Astra Militarum, we have a Sergeant Leader Specialist with a las pistol and chainsword, a Scion Comms Specialist with a Vox Caster, a Scion Gunner Heavy Specialist with a melter gun, a Scion Gunner Sniper Specialist with a plasma gun. We then have a Scion Fire Team made up of 2 Scions with hotshot las guns, a Special Weapons Guardsman Fire Team made up of 2 Special Weapons Guardsman Gunners with flamers, and a Guardsman Fire Team of 3 Standard Guardsmen with las guns and 1 Guardsman Gunner with a sniper. For the Blood Angels, an Intercessor Sergeant Leader Specialist with a bolt rifle and chainsword, an Intercessor Comms Specialist with a bolt rifle, an Intercessor Gunner Sniper Specialist with a bolt rifle, a Reaver Sergeant Combat Specialist with a combat knife, and a Scout Fire Team made up of 2 Scouts with sniper rifles and camo cloaks, and a Scout Gunner with a heavy bolter. And with that, let's get into the deployment. Deployment, then. Let's start with the Blood Angels. Where have you deployed?
Cool. So I've got my right in the very top right corner.
Yep.
We've got on the top of the building, I've got one of my scout snipers. Inside on the bottom layer of that level of that building, I've got my comm specialist, who's an intercessor, and then I've got my leader, who is an intercessor sergeant. And then just outside of the building, sort of straight forward, I've got my sniper specialist, who again, just an intercessor. And then to the left of that building, we have a scout with heavy bolt gun, my combat specialist, the Reaver Sergeant rather, and then just left of him, tucked right behind the wall and holding the objective, is another scout with a sniper rifle.
Yeah. So for me, like, this is my second game ever using Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
And I know that like, obviously everyone's already heard the list. The list isn't some like optimized like what you should use for Kill Team. Yeah. It's just a bunch of different stuff that I, 1, had the models for, and 2, wanted to try out. Yeah. So I've got a lot of models. I'm not used to having this amount of models. Obviously listeners know that I do Death Guard normally.
Yeah, probably switched it around, didn't we?
Yeah, like maximum amount of models I use would probably be like 8, maybe. Yeah. If I managed to fit like 5 Plague Marines and 3 Poxwalkers or something.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't normally do that. So I've got 13 models, and it's really weird for me so far.
Yeah.
But what I've done basically is try and keep them all hidden. I know I don't know a lot about Imperial Guard so far, but I know that they are pretty weak, and they have a bad save and bad toughness.
What is the save? 5 up or 4?
The save is a 5 up, I believe. Ooh. Yeah, the save is a 5 up for Guardsmen and a 4 up for Scions.
Okay.
I think I have about 5 Scions altogether, maybe 4.
Yeah.
So a lot of bad saves going on.
Not usual. 3 and then an extra.
Normally I have a 3 up and then
5 up, 2
and then basically, and then a 5 up, disgustingly resilient. I don't have any of that. So it's a little bit weird for me. So I'm playing it a little bit safe. I just tried to hide behind as much stuff, still give myself some opportunity. So I'm poking out at different areas. So down on this long edge of the board, I have one of my flamers. He's basically completely hidden. But just in front of him, or in front of the thing that he's hidden behind, is my heavy specialist, who's like kind of poking out so you can see him and he can see you, but that's about it. Behind them, moving over kind of left towards the short edge of the board, there's a standard guardsman with a lasgun who's kind of poking out from behind a ruin. My heavy specialist, what did I call that? Oh no, my sniper specialist, which is a scion with a plasma. He's poking out behind a ruin. He can kind of see a few things. I got one guardsman way up on top of this second tier ruin because I thought, why not?
Yeah.
I on purpose pushed him in just over an inch so that he doesn't have to potentially fall off.
Yeah.
But that ruin that he's on top of, right down the bottom of that basically behind where he is another guardsman with a lasgun. We have a guardsman with a flamer. We have a guardsman with a plasma, and we have one of my standard scions with a hotshot lasgun, I think their gun is called.
Yeah.
Aside from that, behind a ruin over on objective 2, we have a guardsman with a sniper. And then behind them all, behind some barriers, we have my sergeant, who's hopefully going to be dishing out some orders, all those kind of things coming up. So yeah, basically I wanted to hide as much as I could for this first. So just in case, I wanted to hide and also give myself some opportunity. So if I get initiative, I'm not completely out in the cold. Yeah. But if you get initiative, a lot of my guys are kind of safe, which I'm happy about.
I think I can see, I've sort of picked a few guys, but
you can,
a very small handful.
There's definitely a few. Oh, and even so well hidden that I've forgotten about them. Inside the ruin that guy is chilling on top of is my comm specialist, which is a scion with a voxcaster and just a standard scion with his normal gun. So they're chilling way in the corner of inside the ruin that everyone else is huddled around. So
didn't see them there.
Yeah, I literally forgot they existed. So so that's deployment. This should be an interesting one.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah. Okay. We'll cut away. Oh no, we'll do the initiative first.
Yeah. So 5 for me.
There's going to be a 10 for me, so I get the initiative.
Tasty.
Not entirely sure I wanted that, to be honest. I wanted to feel out what you were going to do first, but
yeah, I'm also glad about that because I didn't know what.
You didn't know who you were going to shoot at.
Move.
Yeah, that's not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of hide and draw you in. But regardless, we'll go and do the movement and then we'll cut back and talk about it in a second.
Yep.
So I had the initiative. So what I did was fucking sirens going off. I suppose I wanted to address this quickly, actually. I might cut this into the beginning of the podcast. We're recording in a different location.
Yep.
So I think it might sound a little bit different.
Yeah.
So just if anyone's going to pick up on that, we are recording in the studio that my other podcast normally records in, rather than where we normally record Chill Team. So it may sound a little bit different. I don't know. We've never done this before, and we've never recorded it in this studio with this much stuff on the table before. So I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to sound. So I just wanted to point that out. And if you managed to just hear the siren that was going off, that's because we are in Essex, and that's what happens in Essex. And that just reminded me. So anyway, my movement, the Astra Militarum movement, I didn't want the initiative.
No.
I wanted to see what you were going to do, and then I basically have a select few guys that I would rather keep back. So you're talking my guard with a sniper.
Yeah.
You're talking the guys with plasmas, even though it's rapid fire, I kind of want to hold them back a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so that they don't get too up in your grill and die straight away.
Yeah.
And then there's certain guys that I would rather push up, like the scions with their 18-inch las guns, or the flamers.
Yeah. Now.
So I wanted to see what you were doing so I could know where it was safe to move, basically, which I didn't know. So what I tried to do was effectively move most of them but remain in cover for a lot of them. I think pretty much all of them have remained. The ones that moved have still remained in some kind of obscurity.
Yeah.
Most of them, maybe one or two.
Only the guy on the roof that's well out in the open. But even
then, because of the angle, there's only probably one or two of your guys that could see him unobscured. So what I did was basically I had a flamer guy down on this long edge of the board, and I just advanced him a whole extra 1 inch up the board towards just moving down that edge. I got him just behind a like pillar on this ruin, so he's still kind of covered, but he's not going to be able to shoot at anyone in this phase. There was a few guys just behind him, so I had there was a guardsman with a las gun behind him, and he just kind of followed up with a normal movement. He's like creeping round this little crate thing that the flamer was originally behind. He can see through the door, the big gaping door of the ruin. The two guys that were inside the ruin, so my comms guy and the Scion. The Scion moved forward, still in the ruin. He's just moved over to the other edge of it. And the comms guy remains stationary in that corner, just phoning in on his Voxcaster, keeping everyone safe. Yeah. My heavy specialist, readied. He's behind a pillar, exactly where he was for deployment. He can see through the door of the ruin as well. My guy on top of the ruin, readied, because he's out in the open regardless. So and that was I just basically wanted to make sure I had at least, I wasn't sure who I was going to ready, and I wanted to make sure that I had at least like one shot in that phase of shooting. Yeah. My my sniper specialist, the Scion with the plasma, has readied, so he's still poking round a ruin, and he's looking through the door of the ruin basically. We have my guardsman with a plasma gun. He was completely hidden in deployment, and the guys in front of him all moved out. So he managed to just move up the wall, basically across the wall. He's kind of poking out a little bit of that ruin now from the outside. And the guys that were in front of him were a standard Scion who moved back. He moved back around to join my two specialists who are now basically, who are like inside the ruin almost. The flamer guy that was in front of him advanced, got a huge 6 and managed to leg it across the board, kind of going towards the other long edge of the board and forward a little bit. Managed to get him across a ruin and behind a barrier. So he's way up in your grill. He's within range of all of your guns.
He's posing a big threat. But also,
and he is within range. At the time I moved him, he was within range of one of your intercessors.
Yeah, my sniper specialist.
So that poses a question to you, whether you're going to ready him and try and shoot me down, or if you're going to move.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Yeah, basically. And the other guardsman, standard guardsman that was near him, has kind of ran off the other way. He's just basically joined the guardsman with a sniper who is on objective 2, and the guy with a sniper has readied. I'm not used to talking this much in the movement. And the leader just shunted forward a little bit, kind of sticking grouped together with this little group of like the Scion specialists and the other Scion that I've got down in this kind of on the long edge of the board from my deployment zone. And that is my movement.
Oh.
What about the Blood Angels?
Hell of a lot less. I decided to be bold, and I've actually just readied the sniper specialist who is right in the firing line of your flamer.
Staring at a flamer.
Thought process behind that, I've got a lot of ready models, as I'll go on to say in a minute, and I reckon I can pop you off before you get a chance to shoot me.
Yeah, I've done it to you with the Orcs.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have done it if I only had one guy looking at you, but luckily I had 2. But we shall see. It's very doable. Very doable.
Exactly. Then the comm specialist inside the building, he moved back just slightly so he could see out the window, but he's still got a nice 6-inch bubble around pretty much everyone. The leader, he stayed in the same space. All he did was just pivot on the spot, just so I could. His gun now is slightly hanging out of the ruins in his right arm, so I can actually shoot at that flamer that's posing the initial threat as well. Sniper on top, readied. Heavy bolt readied. Other sniper readied, and then the Reaver just advanced 7 inches to the left along the wall, pretty much going towards your other flamer, but not quite in.
Yeah, not quite, just a little bit out.
Staying just out, but letting you know he's there. Yeah, again, same for you. That was a weird one for me, usually having to move double the models.
Yeah.
But,
We've proper switched.
yeah.
So shooting,
Yep.
it is my priority.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way really of me, because the one plasma guy that can see him
Yeah.
is not readied.
Yeah.
There's no way of me actually taking that intercessor out
Yeah.
before he shoots my flamer. So I'm going to give up on that for a second. My guardsman that is on top of the ruin is going to shoot over to your sniper.
Yep.
Who is on top of that ruin over in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah.
It's rapid fire 24-inch range.
Am I right in thinking you might be hitting on 6s here?
Yeah. But before I do that, I need to do something else. I need to issue some orders before I shoot. My leader is going to use his voice of command.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to command my guardsman with a plasma to reroll 1s to hit.
Okay.
So they're the only 2 plasmas that I've got on the board. Is my Scion, who's already a sniper specialist, so he's rerolling 1s anyway.
Yeah.
And my guardsman plasma guy is now rerolling 1s to hit.
I
when
sense
it comes
an
to
overcharge coming.
We shall see. So I'm hitting on 6s. It's only 1 shot. So he normally hits on 4s, but it's long range, and you're in cover, and you've got a camo cloak on.
Yeah.
So it would be 7s, but because rules, it's a 6.
Is always good. Not the last time you played with guard. You weren't under that impression.
Yeah, when we were basically the only game I've had with guard were when we were just testing the game out, and we didn't, but we weren't recording or anything, and we weren't aware of that rule, so I just wasn't hitting anything.
Yeah.
That is a 2, so that is a miss.
Okay. I'm going to return fire with the same guy straight back at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's your sniper, or your scout with a sniper.
Yeah.
Going at my guardsman who's on top of the ruin.
Actually, no, that's not what's happening. I've jumped the gun.
You've jumped the gun. You got too excited.
Yeah, sniper down the bottom.
Yep.
See your sniper across the field.
Yeah, so my guardsman with a sniper who's down on the ground.
Very obscured.
He's obscured. Obviously, a sniper ignores long range.
Yeah, so I'm just going to be hitting on 4s. 1 shot.
Yeah.
So 1.
That is a 1.
I'm going to use command point earlier.
Yeah? Early days.
It's a 5.
Gets a 5.
Toughness 3.
Toughness 3 indeed.
So 3s to wound.
Yep.
It's a 1.
That is a 1.
Painful.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So my guardsman with a sniper, who you just tried to kill, is gonna fire back, but not at the guy that just shot him. He's gonna fire back at your scout, who's got a heavy bolter, who he can see.
Cool.
I assume he's obscured.
Yeah.
Ignores the long range rule, so it's just -1 to hit. Putting me on 5s.
Okay.
Gets a 4, which is no good. So that is a fouled shot from the sniper. No rerolls here yet.
No.
Not yet.
Right, my heavy bolter, he's going to shoot across through to your naughty little...
The flamer.
Obviously you're obscured and...
Who is eyeing up your intercessor.
Don't know about long range. No. So you're just obscured.
Okay.
36-inch range. So I'll be hitting you 3 shots on 4s. That is 1 hit on a 5.
Okay.
So strength 5, so just 3s to wound.
It'll be 3s to wound.
It's a 6 and it's a -1.
That is a 6. Puts me on a 6-up save.
How does it feel?
It's horrible. I don't know how you lot do this.
We don't do it.
That is a 3. I'm going to use... Oh, no, if I pay a command point to roll a 6, I kind of feel like an idiot, so I'm not going to do it, I don't think.
Okay.
It feels like a not a good use of a command point to re-roll to try and roll a 6. So he will take that wound if you would like to roll an injury roll.
So on a 5 or a 6, because you are obscured. It's just a 2, so just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Flamer that is now on the kind of far side of the board from me, the top long edge of the board, is on a flesh wound, but he's still there. And he's
For
away
now.
hitting. And he's away hitting. Back
Gotta
to
take
me.
him on.
Back to me. I have two more readied guys.
Yep.
So I have my sniper specialist.
Yep.
He is a scion with a plasma.
Okay.
He's going to fire through to your comms guy.
Yeah.
What is it? Just an intercessor with all specs, or is it
Instead of bolt rifle.
just normal intercessor?
Yeah.
He's going to fire through. He's at long range.
Yep.
He
Obscure.
is obscured as well, which will be 6 is
Yeah.
no, it's a scion. So
Okay.
they normally hit on
3.
So they normally hit on 3s.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 5s.
Okay.
I am going to overcharge because he's re-rolling 1s.
This is true.
Because he's a sniper specialist. If I re-roll 2 1s, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
But still, it's worth the go
definitely.
for the podcast. Why not?
Absolutely. You got another few.
Gets a 4. So at least it wasn't a 1, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, no, I could have re-rolled a 1, so that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to re-roll it. That is a fouled shot.
Yeah. Right. First of all, my sniper is going to shoot your plasma that's poking out around the corner.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes first.
So that's just the normal guardsman with a plasma.
Yeah. 1 shot.
Yep.
Needing a 4.
Yeah.
So 6.
Okay.
And then deals toughness 3, I assume. They are
Yep.
all 3, aren't they? So 3 to wound.
Yep.
So 1.
Gets a 1.
Ah.
You've already re-rolled this phase anyway.
Oh, yeah, of course I have. Yeah, still going on. Yeah.
That makes it any easier for you to decide.
Yeah. Let's reroll once to hit, isn't it? So,
Yeah,
Not wound.
not the wounds.
right.
What does the comms do again?
Add 1 to
Hits.
someone within 6 inch.
Oh, I should have done that. Okay.
I was thinking of doing that, but
Yeah.
didn't need it.
My last readied guy.
Yep.
Is my heavy specialist.
Yeah.
Who I gave an assault weapon specifically so he could advance, but then for some reason I readied him. But regardless, he can see through to one of your guys. I just need to measure the check that he's definitely in range, actually, because it's quite a short range weapon.
Okay. Mr. Red Hat.
That's in, isn't it?
Yeah, well then.
Yeah. Will be at long range though, and he's obscured.
Double obscured.
He's double obscured because
Cloaks.
he's got a camo cloak on and he is a scout. So that puts me up to 6s.
Yep.
I will use the comms ability. I don't think I'm going to use it for anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll use the comms ability on him. He's definitely less than 6 inches away from the comms guy, so that'll put him on 5s.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s. It's 1 shot.
Cool.
Gets a 5. The first hit for me so
Don't like
far.
that.
It's strength 8,
Oh.
toughness 4.
4, yeah.
So wounding on 2s. Trust me to get a 1 in a second.
Oh.
Gets a 5. You're going to like this. Have you dealt much with melter guns before? I don't think we've
No, I
ever
don't
really
think I've
used
really
them.
come up against them.
-4.
It's like playing orcs again. No save.
It's also D6 damage.
Oh, God.
So it's particularly good against your Primaris boys, but you couldn't see any of your Primaris boys. So I'll do the D6 damage.
Yep.
That's 6.
I
So
think he,
6 injury rolls.
well, I'm obscured, so let's hope you don't get any 5s or 6s.
Yeah, out of 6 though,
He's probably dead.
I'm hoping.
Only just.
There's a 5 and a 6 in there if that helps you. I actually got, okay, I thought I got 1 to 6,
Yeah.
but I got 2 4s instead of a 2. But still, 1, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. That's a pretty good little variety of rolls there. But a 6 nonetheless. Get that boy off the board.
Yeah. How many damage? It was 6 damage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to bother with what I'm thinking.
What was it?
Pay a command point, you can make somewhat a friendly unit within 3 take a mortal wound equal to the amount. But yeah, if it's
6 more wins.
well, yeah, if it was just 1, I was like, yeah, pop that on an intercessor, no problem. But not 6. Cool.
Okay, cool. Happy with that. That's my last readied guy. Have you got any more readied?
Yeah, now we come down to it.
Oh yeah, you've left the intercessor looking at the flamer boy till last.
Yeah, so you're obscured. I'm going to take the comms buff.
Okay.
So
Is he within 6?
yeah, I made sure I measured that right. I knew
Oh
this
yeah,
was
yeah,
coming.
he looks close.
So yeah, 2 shots on 3s.
Yep.
Rerolling 1s. Sniper. Good job. A
It's
3 and a 1.
1 and a 3.
So 4. So
Yep.
2 shots, strength 4.
So it's on 3s.
3.
Some 1s and 2s would be lovely.
Yeah. It's a 5 and a 2.
A 5 and a 2. It's -1
It's
AP.
-1, yeah.
So that gives me a 6 up save to make.
Oh,
Gets a 6. Saved. Brushes it off like it's nothing.
oh God.
And now he's just staring at you with his flamer. Is that the end of your readied?
That's the end of the
stuff?
readied ones, yeah.
I'm just going to get straight to it. Fire back with the flamer because I'm not entirely sure that he'll last this round with your other two guys looking at him. So it's going to be D6 automatic hits. I've rolled a few 6s this evening already.
You have.
Could do with it now.
Oh.
I get a 6. That is D6 automatic hits, leaving me with 6 hits. Let's get 6 dice.
Wish the orcs hit like that. Wish they haven't got to shoot.
Here's the hard part. So it's strength 3,
Oh, okay.
toughness.
4.
I lied. It's strength 4. I thought it was way worse than
I
that.
thought it was 4, and when you said 3, I was like, oh, thank God.
I thought all of their weapons were just like a little bit worse than normal ones. So it's wounding on 4s.
Ooh, that's marked for death right there.
3 6s, but 2 1s and a 3 as well. So that's just 3 wounds, standard, no AP, nothing. Just
3
up saves for you. Please fail 2 of them.
I failed 1 of them.
Okay, I'll take it.
He's on 1 wound.
He's down to 1 wound.
That could have gone a lot worse. Right, so my leader's going to fire at him then.
Fire at the flamer guy.
Flamer guy, yeah. Not taking any of that line down.
So your leader is just basically behind and hidden.
Ooh.
He might just be out.
Get up to precise measure.
Yeah, it's important stuff. But I think he might just be out.
Yeah, just out. So it's going to be 5s.
Yeah. Because you normally freeze, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, 2 shots.
So it's long range, obscured.
Obscured.
I'm going to pay a command point for something.
Okay.
Here, just to test it out. I was keeping my command points initially, but yes, we have a tactic called Get Down.
Oh, okay.
And for 1 command point, I basically force you to -1 again on your penalties because I duck.
Christ.
So you're now hitting on 6s.
Okay. Got a 6 and a 3.
Ah, rubbish.
So, 1 at -1, so 3. Can't even roll that, can I? How many 1s am I going to get?
That was a 1, indeed. A 1 to wound. Back to me. I have my plasma guardsman, who I put the voice of command on earlier.
Yep.
He, with a plasma, is going to fire around these ruins into the guy with the heavy bolter.
Yeah.
He is long range.
Yep.
He is obscured.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is going to be 5s.
Okay. Overcharging.
I am overcharging because I'm re-rolling 1s.
Ooh.
I mean, if it cut out, technically it didn't happen. I suppose I should re-roll it.
No chance. Not taking that risk.
That'll be a 2. If that sounded weird at any point, that is because our electricity just went and I have to stitch those little bits together. But I rolled a 2. I missed, unfortunately.
Thank God.
What have you got for me?
Let's do this Reaver. As soon as I just figured out he has a bolt carbine and assault 2. You see advance, I can actually shoot you. So
Okay.
it's going to be on 5s because you are obscured and I advanced. But you're
Who you...
you'll have a flamer.
Okay.
See if I can get one of them. Just check it's within. Yeah, you're within half. So yeah, just on 2 shots on 5s.
Okay.
6 and a 5.
Ooh.
So 3s to wound. 5 and a 2. So 1 wound, -1.
-1 on the old little bolt carbine.
Let's triple check. Pretty sure it is.
That sounds right.
I assume that because all of them are. Oh no, it's not. No AP.
Ooh.
So-
Classic.
You got your 5 up.
Yeah, so I got my 5 up.
Hey.
Gets a 1 regardless.
Right, let's take him out. 5 or a 6. 3. Just a 3.
Little flesh wound on my other flamer.
Not good enough.
So I will shoot with... so I have one of my scions who's inside the ruin. He's going to shoot through the windows, through to your comms guy.
Yep.
He's at long range. He's obscured.
Yep.
So I'm going to be hitting on 5s because he normally hits on 4s.
5s.
5s.
Nice.
So
Threes.
Threes.
Cool.
That'll be a 4. No
Yeah.
good.
My last guy is the comms guy. I'll just shoot straight back at him.
Okay.
So 2 shots on 4s. 5 and a 5.
Nice.
3s to wound. It's 4 and a 5. They are -1. So
Okay.
two wounds -1.
Luckily, they have a 4 up standard, so 2 5-ups.
Nice. That's jammy.
Makes them both of a 5 and a 6.
Very jammy. That's all my shooting done.
Okay, I've got a couple more guys. So I have a standard guardsman
Yep.
who is basically in line with that scion that shot your comms guy before. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to shoot at that guy.
Okay.
It's long range. It's obscured.
Yeah.
So it's 6s.
Okay.
Gets a 4, so that's no good. Then we're going to go with this other scion that I have, who's kind of in between all my specialists and all that stuff. He's going to shoot through the door to your guy if you want to check if you can see him.
I can see him.
Yeah. So he's going to take a shot at the comms guy also.
Yep.
Once again, long range.
Obscured.
Actually, better double check this one. He's only just in range, so I'm not used to these fucking 18-inch guns. Yeah, it's definitely 18 inches. So he's going to be on 5s.
Yeah.
1 shot on 5s. Gets a 5. It is strength 3,
Okay.
toughness 4.
So 5.
So 5s. Gets a 3, no good.
Cool.
All my guys, I only have like 2 guys left, but they can't see anything, so that is the end of the shooting. I suppose it's a success for me. I put something out of action.
Yeah.
That's a victory point there.
Only,
And actually double a success because my flamers survived.
yeah, both survived on a flesh wound each. You managed to pop a wound off my sniper specialist as well.
Yeah, so
That was lucky.
yeah.
Lucky he didn't die.
So pretty good for me. What about for you?
Yeah, a bit disappointing. I would have thought I would hope to kill both flamers, and I would like to have.
I mean, you did, but it was just
Well,
the
yeah.
injury rolls.
Yeah, but I thought I would have got at least 1 out of action and a few more
Yeah,
hits landed. But
I think a lot of my guys are still pretty well hidden.
yeah,
So we will go on to the initiative for round 2.
yeah. Oh, do you take morale?
Oh yeah, morale. So I've got my 2 guys that have flesh wounds.
Yep.
They can re-roll failed ones because I've got a Voxcaster
Okay.
on the board. This one down on the edge closest to me, the bottom
Yes.
edge of the board, gets a 1. That always passes.
Lovely.
And then the one over the far end, the one that advanced and managed to survive your intercessor
Yeah.
somehow, also gets a 1. So that automatically passes.
Yeah, lovely.
And that is the end of that round. You don't have any flesh wounds, do you?
No, I just want the 1 guy out of action, so still all good.
Yeah, and we'll do initiative.
So 7.
Also a 7.
Ooh.
So that's a re-roll.
7 again.
It's a 3 for me. So
Cool.
you get the initiative this time.
Great.
So we'll go ahead, do the movement, then we'll come back and talk about it in a second.
Cool.
Blood Angels movement.
Yeah. Very quick one. Literally the only everyone readied except for the Reaver Sergeant who advanced up to the top of the
onto the ruins with
onto the big
my
buildings.
one guy that's on a ruin.
Yeah, he advanced up there and he's within a couple of inches of you.
Yeah.
That is it. Everyone else readied up.
Yeah, so
Nice
I
and quick.
had quite a few readied as well. The guy on top of the ruin readied.
Yep.
So I'm just staring at you. I'm going to try and do something, but it's not going to be much.
Yeah.
My guardsman with a sniper right at the back behind the wall, he readied. My guardsman with a plasma gun who's still peeking round the big ruin in the middle, he readied. My scion with a plasma, he's still poking round the corner of some ruins, looking straight through the open door. He readied. There's a scion next to him who moved last turn. He readied. Then my flamer over the far side of the board, who was having a little stare down with an intercessor. That intercessor has readied, and so has my flamer.
Yep.
And then movement-wise, my heavy specialist has the melter gun, and he has advanced almost all the way over the other side of the board. He got a 6
Yeah.
on the advance. He's the heavy specialist, so he ignores the advancing with an assault weapon penalty, and he's got
Yep.
an assault weapon. And he's now within half range, so he's in short range of at least 2 of your guys.
Yeah.
Although obscured. Yeah. And other than that, I have my other 2 normal guardsmen both moved. So I put one of them down here on the bottom onto objective 3 inside the ruin. And then one of them who was with my sniper, I just pushed him out a little bit further, just his normal movement, round some ruins. He's almost joining that flamer over there on the far side of the board. But he's all out in the open, so I'm a little bit worried for him. And then, and another readied one. There's my other standard scion is inside the ruins, and he readied as well. So both the standard scions have readied. And then tucked in that corner, moved my comms guy out a tiny bit so that I could move my leader in to those ruins, and he's tucked in the corner with him now.
Yeah.
So they both just kind of hide in there. Yeah, a nice little central position for where all my guys are, so that their buffs can reach as many people as possible, basically.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty ball control going on there. I'm pretty blocked into one corner.
Yeah. I mean, I've got 2 objectives. I'm closest probably to 1, but I don't really want to move there. Over on objective 4 with my flamer. Don't really want to move from that position.
No.
And you don't actually have anyone on objective 1 anymore.
No, yeah.
So that's, although I'm not anywhere near there, it's kind of a bit out in the open. So
yeah, I've got a guy like, yeah, I can get it if I want it.
Yeah.
When I want it.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
that would be your scout with a heavy bolter who then wouldn't get to ready. So I'm kind of waiting for that. I want that to happen. Okay, so that was movements. Let's move on to shooting.
Yep.
If you want to go.
Obviously, you're going straight for the sniper specialist at your flamer, who's right in front of him.
Okay, just before you do that, obviously I'm not used to guard stuff. With the voice of command, it says to do it at the beginning of the shooting phase.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that means now, even though it's your initiative. He's going to put the re-rolling ones back on the guardsman with a plasma.
Okay.
I can pay 2 command points to do 2.
Ooh.
Which I might do.
Yeah. I mean, you got 3.
So re-roll hits of 1 is on the plasma guy, and then I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
I'm going to pop 2 command points. I'm going to cast a second order onto my flamer guy that's in the basically the doorway of the ruin. Yeah. And I'm going to tell him to re-roll wounds of 1.
Right.
So that could be risky. 2 command points is a lot.
Yeah, but
you know,
pay off.
Yeah, basically there's another tactic that you can use in conjunction with this, and I was supposed to save my command points so that I could do this.
Okay.
But it gives you once you select the model, anyone within 3 inches of that model gets the buff.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
He's got a guy next to him. But I didn't leave my extra command points for that, so we're not going to do that just yet.
Lucky for me.
But that was the plan. It's obviously not the plan anymore. So my guardsman with a plasma is re-rolling 1s to hit, and my flamer in the doorway of the ruin is re-rolling 1s to wound.
Brilliant.
Okay, as you were.
I'm going to... Yeah, so my sniper specialist is obviously going at your flamer.
Okay.
Going to use the comms buff, so I
plus 1 to hit.
Ignore the obscurity, basically. So 3.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s again. So 5 and a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to re-roll that too?
No. Right, so needing a 3. Got a 6.
Gets
minus
a 6.
1.
So I'm going to have a 6 up save.
Yep.
Gets a 4.
Right.
Do I want to re-roll it? You'll be putting me out of action on a
4, 5 or 6.
4, 5 or 6 because he's obscured, but he's got a flesh wound. I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
I'm going to see if you can do it.
6.
Oh, it's a 6. He's gone. Okay, so the flamer over on objective 4, almost on objective 4, is dead. That gives you a victory point.
Yay. Whew. Right. Your first readied.
My first readied, I'm going to go with my guy with a sniper right at the back is going to take a pop at your guy with a sniper.
Ooh, okay.
On top of the building.
Yeah, I assume 6 is.
It's 1 hit. It's long. It ignores long range actually, so it's just obscured. So it'll be
but double obscured.
But double obscured, so that does make it 6s.
Yeah.
Gets a 3. That's no good.
Hey. My leader's gun can see the end of your melter gun.
Okay.
So I'm going to go for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Tips.
Yeah. Touching tips.
Yeah. So check the range quick. Right. So within short range, but just obscured.
Okay.
So 2 shots
Yep.
on 4s. 3 and a 2.
That is a 3 and a 2.
I'm going to use 1 command point to reroll 1.
Yeah.
That's 5.
That's a 5.
Still toughness 3.
Yep.
Yeah, so 3 to wound. It's a 3. 1 wound minus 1.
Okay. So it's a 5 up.
Yep.
That did not make that. I'm going to re-roll it though. I want to try and save. Even though a command point for a 5 up isn't the best, but I want to try and save this guy.
Yeah.
Gets a 1. It's even worse. So
4, 5, or 6.
4, 5, or 6. He's gone.
It's a 1.
That's a 1. So it's just an injury, just a flesh wound.
Shame I can't command point that.
Well, I wasted my command point on it. If that makes you feel any better.
Maybe slightly. Right.
Ready then. I have. Let's go with my sniper specialist.
Yep.
Who's going to fire through to your comms guy?
Yep.
It's long range. It's obscured.
Yep.
He's re-rolling 1s.
Okay.
He's going to overcharge. It is supercharge. Is overcharge 7th edition? It's called supercharge.
Maybe it's just the Hellblasters that call it overcharge.
Maybe.
I swear it is overcharge.
It's supercharge in this book. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to do that
Yeah.
because I'm re-rolling 1s.
Great.
Hitting on 5s.
Yeah. And you're going to guess it.
Gets a 6. Strength 8.
4.
Toughness 4. So I'm wounding on 2s.
Yeah. Crap.
Gets a 3.
Is it minus?
It's minus 3
So
to your save.
6 up.
It's a 6 up and it's 2 damage. That is a 4. Have you already re-rolled something on this phase?
I have, but it's fine. I've got a stratagem if you take him out of action.
Okay. How many command points is that?
2, so it'll take me down to 0.
Okay, what were you on? 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2 damage, which takes him down to 0.
He's
2 injury rolls.
He's obscured. 5 or 6.
He is obscured, so 5s or 6s. There is a 6 there, so if you would like to pop your command points.
Yep, so...
I think it's called Death Denied or something.
Death denied. So 2 command points, he just takes a flesh wound instead.
Yeah, okay.
Phew. That's why I was thinking about popping some specialist stratagems, but I thought, no, I'll keep those 2 just in case someone...
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Next, my comms guy.
Yep.
Going to take a shot at that flamer, I think.
Yeah, the 1 remaining flamer.
Yeah, let's check the distance. Yep, so within 12, so short range. You're not obscured to me. Just out in the open. So just 2 shots on 3s. 6 and a 4.
Yep.
3s to wound. 2 5s, both at minus 1.
Okay, so 2 6-ups.
I'm feeling lucky.
Fouled them both.
So,
It's just the 1 injury roll.
yep. It's a 2.
There's a 2 that puts him on a 2nd flesh wound.
Ooh. 3 strikes in. Is it 3 or is it the 4th one you go?
You can have 3.
Yeah.
And then when you take the 4th one, you gone.
Okay.
That was a bit of there's a bit of a contentious rule.
Yeah.
But to me, it seems pretty simple that
Yeah, you can.
you get 3,
And then
and then once you
anything
take the 4th one,
Done.
you're out.
Yeah.
Like instantly out.
Yeah.
Back round to my readied guys. We'll go for my guardsman with a plasma,
I forgot about him.
who is re-rolling 1s. He will go through to your guy with a heavy bolter.
Yeah, completely forgot about that guy.
He's hiding. That's
Yeah.
why. It's going to be long range.
Yep.
It's going to be obscured.
Yep.
So it's going to be 6s
Yeah.
because he normally hits on 4s. It's all so confusing to me. I'm not used to hitting this
Yeah.
high.
You've done all right so far.
Yeah, not done too bad. I'm going to supercharge because he's re-rolling 1s.
Yep. Makes sense.
Gets a 5. Should have comms him. I keep forgetting to comms people. That's him done.
My next readied, Mr. Heavy Bolter. He's going to fire at the Melter Man.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're obscured, but you're in short range. So,
Yep.
3 shots on 4s. Not a single one. Or I got a 1.
Yeah, you got A1.
A couple of 2s.
I noticed that on the last podcast, actually. I think we need to make sure we say the numbers that are on the dice.
Yeah.
Because
One
there's
and
a few.
2 2s.
There's a few where people will be like, "Oh, I got 1," and it's like, "Well, did you get 1, or did you get A1, or did you
Yeah.
get 1 hit, or
Yeah.
what?" You got 2 2s and a 1.
That was awful.
So not great. I've got 3 guys still readied. Have you got any readied?
Yeah, I got
still?
one more readied.
Who else is readied? Up the
Sniper
top. Yeah, I'm going to go with my first Scion that is in this thing. He's going to fire. He's got in the ruin.
Yeah.
He's going to fire back through to your comms.
Okay.
Your
Yep.
comms guy. It is rapid fire 1, but it's only an 18-inch range.
Long range.
So it's at long range. It's obscured. He's going to hit on 5s because they normally hit on 3s.
Okay.
I'm going to comms him.
Okay.
Before I forget that he exists. So he's going to be hitting on 4s, basically.
Nice.
Gets a 6 regardless. So the one time I actually remember, I didn't need to do it. It's strength 3.
Okay. So 5.
5s. Gets a 4, doesn't wound.
Cool. Yeah, my last readied one then. Sniper's got to go for your flamer, really, isn't he?
Yeah, Mr. Flamer with the 2 flesh wounds.
So, not long range, not obscured, just
there.
Just there. So, on a 3, re-rolling 1s. Got 6.
Okay.
Shame that wasn't to wound. Right, yeah. So, need
what? Sorry. I was going to say what's the re-rolling 1s, but it's sniper specialist, isn't it?
Well, snipers just re-roll 1s to hit anyway, don't they? No, they don't.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah, I've forgotten that. Got confused.
I was going to say, if they do, brilliant.
Yeah, got confused with that. So, yeah, just 3 to wound. Got 3. No minus.
Okay, so that is just a 4-up save. No, 5-up save. It's not on the Scion, is it?
No.
5-up save. Gets a 1.
So I just need, you're on 2 flesh wounds, so I need a 2 up.
Yeah. Don't. If you get a 1, then he's still about
4. He's
4.
gone.
So he's out of action.
So another one for me.
Both my flamers gone.
Yeah. Now you know how it feels.
Yeah, I do. I've got 2 more readied.
Okay.
So I've got this Scion here. It's just my other Scion that's in the ruin. It's going to shoot through to your comms guy in that other ruin. Long range, obscured.
Yep.
5s.
Yeah.
Gets a 4.
Yeah.
Should have commsed him. I should have left it. I should have waited.
Yeah, and
commsed him. Never mind.
You never know.
I got one more readied guy up on the top.
I wonder who he's going for.
Saved it till the end. He's going to try and shoot the Reaver that's in front of him. You are within half range.
Absolutely. Not obscured.
And you are not obscured, which means I get 2 shots because it's rapid fire.
Nice.
And I'm going to be hitting on glorious 4s. A 6 and a 3, which means that 1 goes through. I'll be wounding on 5s. I get a 5.
Any minus?
No AP. So
3-up save.
Standard 3-up save.
Get a 3.
Rubbish. Boo.
That's also how it feels.
So he is shot.
So
and that is that.
He is the only one I actually have left to shoot on the board. So he's gonna.
Okay, it was your initiative, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he's gonna shoot at you.
Okay.
2 shots on 4s because he advanced. 4 and a 2.
Okay.
Need a 3 to wound. Got a 3. No minus though.
So it's just a standard 5-up save.
Ooh.
Gets a 2.
Let's do it. 4, 5, or 6. It's a 5.
There's a 5. There's a guardsman down.
That's me on 3
and
victory
deaded.
points.
You're up to 3 victory points.
That's all my shooting done.
So I got a few more to shoot.
Yep.
I have 1, 2, 3 left on the board to shoot. So I'm going to start with. So I've got a guardsman here on objective 3. He's going to shoot through to your leader.
Yep.
Over there.
The old tip.
Yeah. Well, you can actually see his body through the window.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm not being that choosy. So it's long range.
Yep.
It is obscured.
Yep.
It is 6s.
Cool. Still worth a punt.
Gets a 5. No good there.
Yeah.
We have another standard guardsman
John.
over the other end of the board. Yeah, that is the for anyone that's listened to the last game, this is the guardsman that I'm saying is John before he became a Reaver in the Raven Guard. And he is looking at your intercessor there.
Sniper specialist, yeah.
Yeah, so
He's on 1 wound.
So you are within half range.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 shots.
Yep.
Is obscured.
Yep.
So it's going to be 5s.
Okay.
It's going to be a 3 and a 4, unfortunately. And then my last one, the fun one,
Yeah.
is the melter gun.
Yep.
He advanced, but he's a heavy specialist.
Yep.
So he's not
Penalised.
he's not taking that penalty. He is on a flesh wound though.
Yeah.
So we'll take that penalty.
Okay. I fancy my chances a little bit more.
I actually think he'd have a tough time seeing your sniper specialist. So I'm going to fire through to your scout with a heavy bolter.
Yep.
He's within half range,
Yep.
but he does take the penalty for
Flesh.
having a
Right.
flesh wound.
I obscured from there as well through the wall.
Yeah, you're obscured as well.
Yep.
So it's going to be 6s still.
Cool.
Gets a 4.
Thank God.
That is unfortunate. And that is all my shooting. That's all my guys shot.
Nice.
We have no fights.
No, just some morale.
Just some morale. Do you have any morale to take first?
I have the 1 flesh wound. And with it, well, I don't think I can fail that. Marines, can I? Let me double check. I haven't used them so long. Forget their leadership.
It's like
Leadership.
7 or something.
Leadership 7, yeah. I've got 1 out of action, so I can't fail it, even on a 6.
Okay. Yeah, because he's got a guy next to him as well.
Yeah.
I've got 1 flesh wound left on the board,
Yeah.
I think.
3 out of action.
So he's got a 4. The 3 out of action takes that to a 7.
Yeah.
He is leadership 6.
Ooh.
However, the Voxcaster is going to let me re-roll that failed nerve test. And get a 5. This is even more shaken.
Cool.
So he's my combat and melter is shaken.
Nice.
Okay, round 3, initiative.
Yeah. 7.
Also 7. That's the second time that's happened, and the
Yeah.
second time it's happened with 7.
Yeah.
That's weird.
9.
7.
It's that Nurgle in your still.
And that's the second time because you re-rolled
And got
and
a
you
7.
got 7.
And
That
I've
is
got
odd.
it with a 4 and a 3 as well. So
That is very odd.
something's going on.
Yeah, Nurgle, Papa Nurgle is around.
You not got any Death Guard models lurking in the box?
Yeah.
Snuck along.
Okay, so we'll cut away, we'll do the movement, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Yep.
We've got a Blood Angels charge.
Absolutely.
So do you want to just quickly explain what this is going to be?
Yeah, so the Reaver Sergeant, the combat specialist, he's charging your... Is he the sniper specialist down
No,
there?
he's just a guardsman with a
guard.
plasma.
Okay, yeah. So charging him. Charging from the top of the building down to the floor.
bottom.
So there's no overwatch.
No, but I'm going to retreat.
Okay.
So I basically run away 3 inches.
Yeah.
So you just need an extra 3 on whatever you're going to charge.
I needed a 5, so it would be 8. I got a 9, so...
Nice.
Cool.
Okay, so I ran away, but you still managed to get in.
Yep, sneaky Reaver.
And you are contesting the objective.
Yep.
The objective 2 that I would otherwise have.
Yep.
What about the rest of your movement?
The rest move, so the heavy bolter and the sniper, they readied up. The sniper specialist readied up, and then my leader moved out from the ruin next to the sniper specialist now.
Yeah.
And then the comm specialist is staying still inside. He just shuffled to the other window. And I think just to note from before, I think we said that my heavy bolter scout wasn't holding the objective over that side, but he actually is within 2 of the center. So
okay. So
Yeah.
he has that objective.
yeah.
Okay, cool. And then my movement, my guardsman that I have on objective 3, I readied him. The scion just in front of him, who was in the ruins, I readied him.
Yep.
The scion that was behind them all, I kind of moved him up. He's like almost in the doorway of the ruins now. He's next to the other scion. My sniper specialist with the plasma, he is readied. Guardsman with a sniper at the back is readied, who's right near that combat on objective 2. My heavy specialist is shaken, so couldn't do anything. And I moved John, the guardsman, up basically almost on objective 4. He's all out in the open with a load of Space Marines looking at him, so it's probably not going to last long, but he's there taking their attention regardless. And that was my movement. My leader and my comms guy stayed inside in cover and readied as well. And then we move on to the shooting.
Yeah, so
I guess I'll do my voice of command quick before we do anything else. The guy that I would normally put it on is now in combat, so that's not going to help much. So what I will do is I will make the scion that's readied.
Yeah.
I will make him re-roll. We're going to go ones to wound.
Okay. Yeah.
Rather than ones to hit. Just because of that. It's going to be hard to hit anyway, but that strength 3 just isn't nice.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be ones to wound, and that is the voice of command.
Cool. I'm gonna start with the heavy bolter.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the comms ability, and I'm gonna split fire between your heavy specialist who's shaken and
John.
They are within.
Yeah, as long as it's within 2 of each other.
Cool.
They're just within 2 inches of each other, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Right. So let's do the two shots first on heavy specialist. Just want to make sure I definitely get him.
Okay.
So it would be 4s because you're obscured.
Yeah.
But I've got the comms buff. So let's go
back up
down
to 3s.
Yeah. So 3 and a 1.
Yep.
So 3. So then it's the 3 to wound.
Yep. That'll be a 2.
Be a 2. Okay. And then the 1 shot on John.
Yep.
Again, it'll be on a 3 because of the comms buff.
Yep.
4. Need a 3 to wound. There's a 4, and that's at -1.
So he'll get a 6 up. And that is a 2.
Right.
Injury roll for John.
4, 5, or 6. It's a 4.
That is a 4, so John is out of action.
Put another victory point.
Just as useless in his Imperial Guard days as he was in his Raven Guard days.
At least he's what's the word? Fucked it.
Fucked it. What are you trying to say?
Consistent.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Right, that was my first ready.
Okay, so I have a few readied boys. I'll do my sniper specialist.
Yep.
Who's readied through to your comms guy, is it in here?
Yeah, that's him, yeah.
So it's long range, it's obscured.
Yep.
It is good old 6s.
Yep.
No, actually, I think I might have been doing him wrong. He's a scion, so it's 5s.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I hit on a 5 and ignored it, actually.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out when we listen back and read the comments.
Yeah.
He's a scion, my specialist, so he hits on 3s normally.
Yeah, just 5s in.
So it'll be 5s.
Say just 5s.
He's re-rolling 1s because he's a sniper.
Yep.
And he is, of course, supercharging. Gets a 2.
Hey.
No good.
Right. Let's see if we can finish this guy off. My sniper specialist is going to pop at your heavy guy.
Yeah, my shaken heavy guy.
Yeah, so you're not obscured from me. So
no,
just 2 shots on 3s. So 6 and a 3. 3s to wound. 4 and a 2. So 1 at -1.
So that will be 6s.
Yeah.
That is a 1.
Right. Needing a 3 up now. Let's take you out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 1.
It's a 1.
I'm going to pay the command point. I was just going to save him, but.
Okay.
Use it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Gets another 1.
Furious.
So he's going to be on 2 flesh wounds. There we go. More readied boys. We'll go my readied scion. That is re-rolling 1s to wound.
Yep.
He's going to go through to your comms guy as well.
Yeah.
Obscured, long range.
Yep.
It's 5s.
Cool.
Gets a 3.
Cool.
No good.
My last readied model then. Take a punt at your plasma guy at the back. Is he your leader, was it? Or sniper specialist?
This guy?
Yeah, that guy.
He's the sniper specialist.
Right, we'll be going at him.
Okay.
Obscured, so hitting on 4s.
Is it long range?
It's a sniper, so...
Oh, okay.
It's a 6.
Okay.
So wounded on a 3. It's a 6 again, no minus. Oh.
Do you remember what... So I'm going to be nice.
Okay.
Do you remember what 6s do?
Oh, yeah, mortal wound as well.
They do a mortal wound on top.
So,
So
this actually comes in handy now because with Death Guard that doesn't apply.
yeah, so
Doesn't
now
work.
I don't get a save on nothing because the mortal wound goes through first.
Yep.
So that's an interesting nugget of a rule there.
Yeah.
When you do an additional mortal wound,
Yep.
the mortal wound gets resolved instantly before the rest of the damage.
Yeah.
Which does, unfortunately, for some people mean that you end up with one injury roll.
Yeah.
So say if you were shooting me with a 2 damage weapon that did an additional mortal wound,
You just only do the mortal wound.
you'd only do the mortal wound, which if I had 1 wound,
Yeah.
which then gives you only 1 injury roll. So
Yeah.
that's something to think about. Not the case for you anyway. So 1 injury roll.
So 3.
That's a 3, so he's going to get a flesh wound.
Yeah. Which is annoying because you'd think, oh,
Because now he's obviously got another wound going
another
through.
one going through, but you've already been taken 2-0.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So it's already been discarded, unfortunately.
Yeah. And I've already command pointed this phase, so
So you can't re-roll or
Can't
anything
re-roll.
like that.
that's fine.
I have one more. No, I have 2 more guys readied.
Okay.
So I have this guardsman down here on objective 3.
Yep.
He's going to shoot through to your comms guy.
Yep. He's taken a lot of fire today.
Yeah, he's done pretty well though. Was he? Flesh wound.
Yeah, he did die, but yeah, used the 2 command points to just have him a flesh wound.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, I even put him out of action, didn't
Yeah.
I? It's going to be on 6s.
Okay.
Gets a 1.
Cool.
And I did not voice a command him. So that's that.
So you got one more ready guy? Was it?
I have one more ready guy. I'm going to comms him up.
Ooh.
So it's the sniper.
Mm.
So I'm going to shoot through to your heavy bolter
Yeah, I thought you might.
guy. Ignoring the long range.
Yep.
And
ignoring the obscurity, I suppose.
he's still obscured, but
but
then I get the +1 to my thing from the comms. So it's going to be 3s.
Yeah.
4s.
Fours. Yeah.
4s. Because he normally hits on 4s.
Yeah.
So that's what he normally hits on, basically.
Yeah. Cool.
I get a 2.
Unlucky.
Yeah, not good at all.
No. Right, so I've got 2 that can shoot then. So I'll do my leader into your heavy specialist.
Yep.
Not obscured.
Nope.
So 2 shots on 3s.
Yep.
You got 2 and a 1.
That is a 2 and a 1.
Can't even use it. Can't use
can't
looked at my
re-roll.
things to think about it. It's like, no, can't do it. Right. He's still going. Have you got any other guys that can shoot?
Yeah, I got. What have I got? I got a Scion in here.
Yeah.
So the Scion that didn't
Ready?
ready. That's the one. So he's going to be shooting through to your comms guy as well.
Yep.
He's obscured. He's long range.
Yeah.
So it's 5s.
Yeah.
Gets a 3. No good. I feel like Reese. In all honesty.
That's how he feels
Sorry,
all
Reese.
the time. Or me playing orcs. Going to keep throwing that in there because it's,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying actually hitting some shots for once.
And me not hitting anything.
Unless I'm against Reese, then my orcs hitting on 6s do get 6s and then get 6s to wound and 6s to take his specialist out. The comms guy is going to go straight back at that Scion that just shot him. I would argue that he's not obscured. If I'm looking from my elbow, his right elbow, you're actually...
Yeah, he's in the doorway, so...
Yeah, so I think it's just going to be long range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not obscured.
Not obscured, so on 4s.
Yep.
Double 1.
That is 2 1s. You love a 1 this evening.
Yeah. That's all me shot out then.
Okay, do I have any more? My sniper's shot, he's shot. The only 2 guys I've left are stuffed inside a building and can't see anyone.
Cool.
So that is the end of that. I have 1, 2...
We've got to charge first.
Oh, we've got a charge to deal with.
Yeah. It's the Reaver.
So let's do that.
It's got 3 base attacks, +1 for the knife, and then +1 for the combat specialist.
Okay.
5 attacks
Okay.
on 3s. That's 4 hits, and wounding you on 3s as well. That's 4 wounds, no minus.
There's 4 5-ups.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
Let's hope we can make it count.
That is
Haven't they?
a 1, a 4, a 2, and a 4.
And it's a 4 to take you out, sir.
Ah, okay. So he is Dead.
And if you could kindly consolidate into your sniper.
Around here.
Thank you.
There you go. So he's consolidated.
So fifth.
Round to the sniper.
Fifth victory point for me.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, we won't discuss it too much here, but this is one of the questions that come up that we've been asked. We've actually been asked loads of questions about the rules, which is really cool. We had a few emails. This situation is one of the rules that we've been asked.
Yeah.
So would I now be able to attack? Because technically the sniper guy who you've just consolidated into, we are still in the fight phase.
Yep.
And he meets the requirements to start a fight sequence at this point.
Yeah.
We've never done that.
Well, this is the thing. When we played that 40k game last, I think I brought it up then, didn't I? And we were searching through the rulebook and we couldn't find...
Yeah, we couldn't find anything.
Because I was convinced that is... I would say you can now fight back, because in all the battle reports I watch, that seems to be a recurring thing that you... the
one that gets consolidated into they can now fight back.
Yeah, they can then fight you back.
Because all you have to do to be eligible to pick a target to fight now is be within an inch and not have already fought. Yeah,
exactly. So I would say you can now strike me back.
I'm up for going with that as an official ruling now on this podcast, if you like, because it makes sense to me. It's just an email that we had. I think someone mentioned that. I know we've never done it, really, but you did mention it when we played Big 40k last.
Yeah.
And someone in an email mentioned that we don't do it. Yeah. And they asked why.
Yeah.
And so we're going to cover that on the rules episode properly. But I think, after they explained it in an email, you've explained it, and I'm like, I think that's probably what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I'm going to try and clatter you back then. Yeah. If that's all right.
Give me your best shot.
It won't do anything, but still.
Yeah, I suppose at worst you might take one wound off.
I would be lucky to do that. It's on a 4. It's one attack.
Okay.
I get a 5.
I'm toughness 4.
It's just standard, so it's 4s.
Oh, has he got a strength 4 attack? Nice.
It is a 6. Oh no, it'd be 3. Yeah, it'd be strength 3, so it'd be 5. So I've got 6.
Cool. So a 3-up save then.
Yeah.
It's a 4.
It's a 4, so you're fine. Yeah, so that is a rule that I think we are happy to go ahead with. Now. Yeah, it makes sense to me. It's just something it's not something that happens that often, so it's not something that we ever really thought about.
No.
And then I think we thought of the only things being able to fight were ones that charged or were charged. That was it.
I think that's probably the first time we went Warhammer World, that guy.
That's probably what he was trying to say.
Get at, yeah.
But he was like foreign and drunk. So we didn't really understand what he was trying to say. And we were really new to the game, so we barely even knew what consolidating was.
No, exactly. And I guess, obviously we're all fresh to 8th, and Toby had obviously been playing 7th. Maybe that wasn't a thing in 7th.
Yeah, who knows?
So we kind of looked to him for the rules a lot. At first, didn't we?
Yeah, and we kind of mixed some 7th in there at the beginning.
Yeah, but
Okay, nice. Well, that's that. Now we've got the morale.
Again, I've just got the one go of the flesh wound, but same as last time, I've only got one out of action.
He's not going to be able to.
He's not going to fail it. So,
I have 2, 4, 5 out of action, 2 with flesh wounds and or shaken, which takes me to 6.
So you got 5 out of action, and then
7.
Yeah,
which is more than half technically, because 6.5 would be half.
Yeah.
So 7 is more than half.
Yeah.
I assume that's how it works. So I've got to test if I'm broken.
Yeah. It's the first time you've ever had to do that, isn't it?
Yeah. I've never had to test if I'm broken before. Does the fact that he's got 2 make any difference? I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. No, I think that's only applies to his hits and
hitting and stuff.
Hitting and to take him out.
Yeah. Okay. So I got 5 out of action. I got 2 with flesh wounds and or shaken, which puts me up to 7, which is I have 13 models, so 7 is more than half. Yep. So we're going to roll to see if I'm shaken, to see if I'm broken.
Yeah.
Not shaken. Again, 8, the highest leadership on the board is a 7, which means I'm broken, which means you're going to win, because that's how the game finishes at the end of this thing. Well, that's a weird one for me. I've never been broken, I don't think.
Yeah, first time in a long time you lost the game.
And I haven't lost in ages either. That's Death Guard, I suppose. Yeah. Even on our meetup day that we had,
through that.
I didn't actually lose a game. I mean, in all fairness, 2 of my games got kind of pulled short.
Yeah, you thrashed me.
And I beat you
by making me broken.
Yeah, which to be fair, we now know isn't actually a way that I think I had more victory points anyway.
Yeah.
But that isn't a way that you win on Terror Tactics now.
No.
So yeah, wow. That is a weird one for me. It's like it's a weird change.
Yeah.
Going from Death Guard. It's the same thing that I said in the Death Watch thing.
Double hard guys.
Yeah, like really hard to kill stuff to like really easy to kill stuff.
Not even just hard to kill, just really. So they're hard to kill and they've got pack a real punch as well.
Yeah. But like,
rounders.
I don't think so. When I did the Death Watch one, I think that I misjudged how to play the game with that army. I don't think I've particularly done that here. I just think, you outplayed me on this one. Like you managed to just anything that I tried to do to you, you just took care of.
Yeah, I thought because I thought what you did was really clever. I was a bit like, oh fuck,
yeah.
You proper outflanked me with that. You've really forced the flamers on me. Yeah, and even if I'd
that's one of your tricks as well.
Yeah, and I failed at taking them out that first turn. And to be fair, I only just about got them, and I had to put everything in them. Considering I've got half the models you have, and I put pretty much everything into killing those flamers, which left all your other guys pretty much unscathed for a couple of turns. Got lucky with taking your heavy specialist, the melter, out as well, just to shaken. So that kind of freed up a bit. And then I haven't really moved. I've stayed in that area, but it's only the Reaver that branched out, took out a couple of guys in combat, and then he's kind of.
It's kind of all you needed to do though, because like. It's a little bit annoying because they're such a shooty army, guard, but also, kill team doesn't accommodate long range shooting.
No,
and also, the best shooters, so like the Scions, have an 18-inch gun. Yeah, so they have to move kind of to be any good.
Yeah. So you're already going to like.
So like you're already doing what you don't want to do is move. Like I don't want to move if I'm going to sit back and shoot.
No.
So I'm sure there's a list that would accommodate how I played today a little bit better. Yeah,
I don't think you particularly made any wrong decisions.
Yeah, I think I had it. I think I played better suited to this army than I did when I had the Death Watch.
Yeah,
but still, I just think it was a tough test.
Yeah.
Even if we made it through victory points, you were going to win anyway.
Yeah, was it 5-1?
You'd put 5 out. I'd put 1 out. We had equal things, and you'd contested one of them.
Yeah,
you were like a few inches away from one of the others. So with the objective, so you could have won on that easy.
Yeah,
good game though, I thought.
Yeah, really enjoyable game.
It was interesting. I hope the listeners enjoyed hearing something a little bit different.
Yeah,
I imagine there's probably some Imperial Guard players who are absolutely fuming at how wrong I got it, but that's just how it is when you're learning a new army, I suppose.
Yeah, I love all that to come with the Drakari.
Yeah,
they'll make an appearance at some point, but there again, say low strength and toughness.
Yeah, it's just something to adjust to, I guess. I don't think it actually like hit me too hard. Like the ones that died were the ones that I pushed out there to die almost, other than the plasma guy who you charged.
Yeah, that's probably only real hit.
The 2 guardsmen and I mean, I knew the flamers at some point were going to be goners because I was pushing them out there as far as I could.
I think you just got unlucky with the one wound on. You got six wounds in technically.
Yeah.
But it's just unfortunate they get a free up save.
Yeah, very annoying. Okay, I guess that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Nice, good game.
Yeah.
And there we have it. The Astra Militarum are dismantled on their first podcast appearance. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at ChillTeamPod and join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/ChillTeamPod. You can email us chillteampod@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next week for a rules discussion. There's no real dramatic match for me to announce at this point. Yeah, get your questions in. It's a rules discussion. I'll see you next week.